It's not easy being me. With the baby and everything. I'm tired. But at least I scratch her back. She will scratch my ass. And we'll be older. Yeah. I hope it will be worth it.
Okay. Hello, fellow pipers. Janis here.
Silvio here.
And welcome to our pipe show on this, let's say, partially sunny Saturday. Noon.
Same here in Romania.
Great. Smoking this Castello Bulldog, and in it, Samuel gave it Black XX.
I love that.
Special tobacco.
Yeah. And I'm smoking this Castello Ciroc, a vintage one that I got with the box and the inner tubes. This is what is strange about this pipe. It has a nomenclature here on the stem. Anybody knows. I asked, but nobody knows. Here underneath. It has a patent number and the size of the inner tube.
Okay.
So I couldn't find anything other than in the beginning they used this because Castello were trying to imitate Dunhill like anybody else. And also Dunhill had these straw inner tubes. Look at that. Merde de cheval.
A horseshoe.
Horseshit. Horseshit shoe.
But it smells like great.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the greatest tobaccos. Smell.
A newer tin, I'll have to check. Oh, this is 2021. It was bought in January 2023. So it's like, what's now? 4 years.
Yeah, it's cooked anyway, so I don't know if it's aging or it's very cooked.
I know.
Kept up to.
It's like with the Cavendish, which is actually also steamed, and it doesn't really much cooked.
Yeah. I'm drinking this Fentimans lemonade. It's not that good.
Of course. How can you call the raspberry lemonade? Drink from that a lemonade.
Yeah. But they want to do natural bio stuff, and please give me some sugar and some colorants, some flavorings. Enough with this bio shit. It's not that sweet.
There is a new drink on our market called Lemonish. Did you see it?
I think we have it.
It's like fuzzy lemonade, something like that, without sugar or sweeteners. It takes a bit longer to really burn properly due to the wetness.
Yeah. But when it gets going, it burns well.
Yeah.
I'm smoking Boswell's Northwoods. I still have a little bit of Boswell's. My God. Man, how many years I've waited to try Boswell's. And my brother from America sent me some time ago. Actually, Uncle Willie sent me some. Actually, a tin. I couldn't believe it. Unopened tin of Boswell's. And yeah, I still have a little bit left. It's so full of humectants. It never dries. I have it for many years in a bigger jar and a little bit of the tobacco. And every time I open it, it's wet. Yeah.
Is it Latakia, like the creamy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latakia, Cavendish, glycerol, humectants, and all of that good stuff. But it's pretty nice. It's a smooth beginner's Latakia blend.
So we are both smoking Castellos.
Yeah, because the Castello owner died a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Franco Coppo. Kino was his nickname.
So Carlo Scotti established the business in 1947, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
And then Franco Coppo took over. And his daughter, Stephanie Coppo, is now running this, or what, with her
Yeah,
husband.
she was making the socks for the
Isn't that the daughter?
Yeah.
No, the daughter
I
of,
don't know.
I think it's their daughter is making socks for pipes or something like that.
But I think their daughter is now the owner. The daughter of Franco Coppo is the owner now. That young lady. So see, 47, it's when Stanwell also started. I mean, the name Stanwell started in 1948, but they were making pipes. I think they were named Criswell or something before that. It's because they couldn't get, after the war, English pipes, what everybody wanted and what I still want. So they couldn't get good pipes on English pipes on mainland Europe, and that's when all these two great companies started. Stanwell, the greatest of all, and Castello, probably others.
I saw Armchair Piper saying that he received another Stanwell pipe that was 16 Iverson design, because he's collecting Stanwells, all different shapes and so on. Stanwell, yes.
Yeah.
I have a number of them. But this is the first Castello for me.
Yeah, also for me, the first Castello. I was never a big fan. I'm not a fan of Castello. But for a collector, it's nice to own one. I own one Radice. You own one Radice.
Yeah, actually, I received Radice from Mike the Briar Blues on his giveaway. He's gone. His channel is gone now, or he's not posting anymore. But this one, Radice, clear.
Yeah. Probably people don't know why Castellos are a bit more expensive. I mean, they are expensive because they cure their briar for 10 years at minimum, which takes time, whatever. But they are also made without lathe. They are really handmade pipes. They are shaped by hand. And the stems are made in-house. They have a proprietary vulcanite acrylic combination, just like Peterson have. And they're really shaped by hand. That's why they make some of the ugliest pipes ever made, but also some of the coolest pipes ever made. Yeah, but they're more expensive for that, no lathe. And people really don't understand what a small number of Italian pipe artisans or whatever, they are using mass-produced stems. They are not making their stems. Even Granchi, if you know about this artisan that is so revered, Granchi pipes, is not making the stems. And a lot of Italian pipe makers don't make their own stems, which is, how can you be an artisan if you buy a cheap plastic stem from China and you sticking on a pipe? I think every pipe should have, because they are all different when you make them by hand. you make a stem adapting the length, the thickness to what you made with a ball, okay, and the color and whatever.
Or maybe if they buy pre-produced stems, then they will produce also or make stamens of the pipe that will fit the stem. You know what I mean? So the shank
Yeah,
will fit and everything,
yeah, it's the
regarding on the
same.
size
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
stem.
And no matter what ball you made, what shape you stick the same goddamn bent or straight mass-produced stem, and you can see it's not flowing, it's not the same, because you need to adapt the stem. That's why you should make your own stem when you make pipes. Maybe it needs to be a bit longer than the previous pipe that you made, or thicker. I don't know. I hope I'm making myself clear
But
about
because of
this.
that, the price is higher, of course.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I cannot compare Italian pipes with English pipes. I mean, not pipes individually, but Italian market. I don't know how to say it, to the old English pipe companies that made everything in house, and they started all this idea of handmade pipes, and yeah, that's why I don't see it as on the same level.
No,
But it's cool to own a few downhills, a few Radice, Musico. Yeah.
so what do you think about the tobacco?
About the Boswells,
Yeah, Boswell Northwoods that you're smoking.
yeah, it's a low level Latakia. It's smooth. It doesn't bother anybody.
You mean
It's
it's
sweet.
lighter on Latakia?
Yes, it's creamy and smooth, and it's one of those transitional, when you want to try Latakia, it's one of the good ones to start Latakia.
And all I can say about this Black XX is just great taste. Oily, dark, heavy aftertaste. You also need to like the aftertaste after smoking this tobacco because it coats your mouth a little bit with this oiliness and it's
Yeah, so it's made by hand, rolled by hand, and it's made into a huge ball. Then it's they put in the past olive oil with a brush, then put in a huge machinery like 4-story building high with 10 or 20 tons of pressure. That machinery also heats up, so it's kept under pressure for 2 weeks with heat applied to it. Then it's been taken out, oil again under pressure. So it's a big deal tobacco making, let's say. It's not for any company. Not any company
oh,
can do
and
this.
also the the process of making the tobacco, which takes longer and has more phases and so on. I mean, slowly but surely, maybe only the UK companies, the Gavitt Hogarth and Samuel Gavitt, will make something like this because the STG will slowly but surely push away the plugs, the flakes, the ropes and stuff like that because of the longer process or the more expensive process or stuff like that.
Yeah, but
You end up with
STG,
mixtures.
yeah, but STG, they were not doing this anyway. They were making medallions or ropes, but made them on the spot and cut them, and that's it. No adding pressure, no cooking, no oil, no weeks. I mean, what's that guy? Ouellet.
Split.
Russ Ouellet said it best. At CND, for flakes, for example, they keep the flakes on the pressure only for 3 or 4 hours, while Gowit flakes are kept for 3 or 4 weeks. So it's a long process of tobacco making, a dying, let's say, industry. It's hard to make, expensive, whatever.
I mean,
I don't know how long it will last.
it doesn't mean only it takes longer. It's more expensive because of that.
Yeah.
So if you want to maximize your profits, you will force in the products that are easier to make. Usually these are mixtures. You just push the tobacco into the cutting machine, then you mix the proper ratio of the tobaccos that you're using, add something if you want or not, and then packaging.
Yeah, that's why most Gawit don't need aging or anything. They come perfect. They're not fresh tobaccos that you need to age and do that yourself. They are doing it. Same with what Germain is doing. They have these processes of fast curing, aging, maturing, whatever they do, because we don't know exactly what they do. And they come to you ready for smoking, which is great.
They might be pain in the behind, let's say, if you are not used to smoking wet tobacco. But after some time you learn, and they will burn after you give them few good relights and
Yeah, rub them well, first of all. Even if they're mixtures, I always rub Samuel Gawit and Gawit tobaccos well and leave it for a few minutes. It's a learning curve. It's old-fashioned tobacco. It does not burn as fast as the modern type of flakes or whatever, but it's worth it.
yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, you can have the greatest smoke with them or the most awful smoke. Like I had many awful smoke with Gawit, and when the pipe clogged up, and yeah, it took a lot of work. But yeah,
Just, I mean, my feedback is always when smoking this tobacco is just a pleasant, tasty smoke, which I enjoy. Maybe somebody else doesn't. When it comes to the either black Irish X or black XX, meaning from Gavit or from Samuel Gavit.
yeah, I've seen a video a few years ago about, we talked about this last time when CND puts out a blend with 30 years old Virginia or whatever. And they never say the proportion of that, and I was thinking about how this is a genius marketing, genius marketing, And because you can see the difference between aged and not aged tobacco. And the guy made a video about one of their, again, celebratory blend, 25 years of something or 20. And they used 30 years old Virginia or something like that. And this guy took some of the tobacco and took apart with the loop or
Blends,
what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah. And it was like 2% that 30 years old Virginia, and the rest was normal Virginia. So
This
I
is the
wish they
same.
would tell us how much of that is in.
So this is the same thing as when they were still using Syrian Latakia, and they were saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, these blends have Syrian Latakia," so they were using Cyprian Latakia and some small
Yes.
portion, let's say, of Syrian.
Yeah.
So also doing the same thing. So it
It's a
was Syrian
marketing.
Latakia inside, but the proportions were very
Yeah.
small. But marketing.
Yeah.
If, still better than not just saying it's Syrian Latakia and it was 100% Cyprian
Yeah.
Latakia, which adds to all those descriptions of blends that you cannot really make up what is inside or where the tobacco is coming from, or
Yeah.
dark air cured and something like that. And then at the end we are talking, is this maybe Virginia or it's Burley
Yeah.
from
Or
India
smoking that.
and stuff like that? Come on, tell us.
Yeah.
It is fire cured Burley from India. It's this and this flue cured Virginia from Zambia, Malawi, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just say it. It was cured like this, and it's this sort of tobacco from this area. So for us to actually know a little bit about
Yeah.
component
Like
tobacco,
this.
and when we are smoking them, we can maybe, if we are smoking them enough, we can get these subtle differences in the blend. Maybe, I don't know,
Yeah.
and then we can
Like this.
understand. Okay, this is different.
Like
Sorry.
this black excess. It doesn't taste like Virginia, but they say it's made out of Virginia, just Virginia. But then you read more and you find out that the wrapper it's Kentucky. The entire tobacco tastes like Kentucky. It's smoky. But nobody knows exactly. They're not saying. It might be fire cured Virginia, that it's similar to Kentucky, that adds smokiness. Who
I mean,
knows?
I don't mind if they uh, try to use different curing for or non-traditional curing for certain types of tobacco, but at least they have to. I don't know. But this is another long story about tobacco blends descriptions and information being given away to the customers.
Yeah.
So all in all, a great smoke for me, great tobacco. Anything else, Silvio, to add to this?
Just have a great weekend, friends.
And until we meet again, I wish you all a lot of pleasant smokes.